Skinwalker Ranch is a 500-acre property nestled in northeast Utah, right on the edge of the Ute Indian Reservation. This isn't just any ranch. It's the epicenter of over a century's worth of paranormal mysteries, making it a focal point for those fascinated by the unexplained. The ranch was bought by Terry and Gwen Sherman in 1994 from the Myers, who owned it since the 1930s. The Shermans intended on living a simple family life. However, they sold the property after living on it for just under 2 years because they could no longer take the strange occurrences. While living on the ranch, the Shermans claimed to have had over 100 unexplainable experiences. For example, objects would disappear and reappear in strange places. Terry reported that a 70-pound post digger went missing that he was using just 45 minutes prior. The digger was soon found up a tree 20 feet in the air. He and Gwen reported many instances of seeing flying crafts and strange orbs. Often they would report finding holes in the ground where orbs were seen. These holes were a few feet deep and a few feet in diameter. The most disturbing incident occurred when the Sherman's dog died. In April 1996, Terry's dog attacked a blue orb. The orb descended, flew around the dog, and then flew out of reach behind a tree line. The dog followed. Once out of sight, the dog yelped, then silence. The next morning, the dog was found, and 3 circles were burned in the grass. What remained of the dog was described as a greasy mess. After being at the ranch for a little over a year, the Shermans made a decision to leave and went public with their experiences. That is when the ranch was given the name it's best known by today, Skinwalker Ranch. An article was released by the Desert News on June 30th, 1996, called Frequent Flyers, that outlined the strange occurrences at the ranch. The article was written in the hopes of finding answers, or finding out who or what was responsible for the strange happenings. However, the incidents continued and attracted attention from visitors. Within a few weeks of publication, the property was purchased by billionaire Robert Bigelow, who took possession September 5th of that year. It's important to note that the Shermans sold the property for less than what they had paid for it. Robert Bigelow is a real estate tycoon who has interest in the paranormal. Upon purchasing the ranch, he started an organization called the National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDS, headed by Colum A. Kelleher. Kelleher later co-wrote a book with George Knapp called Hunt for the Skinwalker. NIDS started in September 1996 to begin its investigation into the paranormal activities on Skinwalker Ranch. On the first day of operation, it was reported that unexplainable circles were found in the grass. In the following weeks, bright lights were seen over the tree line, and other oddities occurred that corroborated the Sherman story. In 1997, the strange events escalated. On March 10th, a calf was discovered dismembered with its organs and blood and much of its body removed. The calf was seen alive and well just 45 minutes earlier when it was tagged. The mutilation was so clean it had to have been made with professional instrumentation. In June of 1997, many of the NIDS staff reported seeing orbs. In July and August of that year, there were many instances of large flying objects. The NIDS investigation lasted 6 years, from 1996 to 2002. March through August 1997 marked the time of the strangest incidents, but very little of note happened since 1997. Robert Bigelow was quote on the ending of NIDS that we have not needed to do much research for more than 2.5 years. When the book Hunting for Skinwalker was released in 2005, it got the attention of the U.S. government and a scientist for the Defense Intelligence Agency called Dr. James A. Lakatsky. That's when the story takes a twist. In 2007, Senator Harry Reid initiated a program called the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Application Program, or AAWSAP, to study unexplained aerial phenomena. The program had a budget of $22 million and was awarded to Robert Bigelow's company, Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, or BASS. AAWSAP operated from 2007 through 2012. Not much is reported on Skinwalker Ranch from 2012 through 2015. However, in 2016, the ranch was sold to real estate tycoon Brandon Fugel, under the condition that the research continues on the ranch. After the purchase, Fugel's team reported strange sightings similar to those reported by the Shermans and the NIDS team. In 2020, a reality show debuted on the History Channel called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. The show follows a team of investigators investigating the paranormal activities reported at Skinwalker Ranch. As of now, the only hard evidence of paranormal activities on Skinwalker Ranch includes low quality photos and plaster castings of large footprints.